ice bleed.
Are you tired of your breastplate getting dented during the joust of peace? Had enough of your opponent's hammer cracking right through your helmet? And after all that trouble, you don't even feel like you look cool? Well, come on down to the Armor Emporium. We've got the strongest, most durable armor in the whole Holy Roman Empire. So order your full armor suit now for just 999 florins. What's the secret to our nearly indestructible gear, you may ask? Is it our tools? Our materials? Our designs? Stay tuned to find out. All right, that Armor Emporium intro was a little intense, but they've got a point. If you were a jousting knight, buying the finest armor was essential to protect yourself from getting seriously hurt. And you wanted to hire a trusted armor maker, or armorer, to craft your set. This is armor expert Ted Hunter, here to explain how the best in the biz made their gear.
First, armorers used a material called steel. Steel is strong and tough, and when armor is made right, it resists breakage.
Armorers also carefully considered how to shape each piece of armor, because shape had a big impact on overall strength. Take the design of the Great Helm. This type of helmet worked pretty well, but it was clunky and heavy and wasn't very good at deflecting blows on its square edges. Not again. So, over time, armorers began to make helmets more rounded and added raised ridges along their centers. Body armor changed shape too. It incorporated turned edges to help deflect blows toward the head or neck, and introduced raised ridges, which made the armor more resilient. When a rounded, ridged shape was hit by a weapon, it was less likely to dent. Instead, the impact was redistributed down the sides and softened. This is why some buildings incorporate curved arches. These designs are resilient and sturdy.
Some helmets were so sturdy, they could even withstand the blow of a lance. Look closely. You can see the marks from where lances hit this one hundreds of years ago.
These armor designs saved lives during jousts. And they helped knights show off for a crowd.
If you really wanted to be completely protected, you could just wear a giant, clunky iron bubble, but that wouldn't be very attractive. So, lastly, the armor was polished. And then decorations were added.
Etching, gilding, all these elements helped put the shining in knight in shining armor. Now this guy can say goodbye to busted armor and bruised ribs. He's ready to defeat his rival and win over the hearts of the crowd.